We need to upload continuously.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna have to convert it to
I
Word.
mean, just it's easy. Like we can just make nice pretty sentences.
Do we want to reword these now?
Swarm roles.
And you have to remove from like find other things.
Just
Like that.
to me.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Well, I guess.
But this is at least where this is generally what we think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna get rid of these old ones for now.
I think I think they should stay
Yeah, maybe date it.
to show progress.
I think we're at the
old.
time of video.
Just
No,
let them be.
We
Like,
can keep filming and then edit.
I don't know. Yeah.
So how about like initial
Just
hypothesis,
Yeah, and then edited. whatever
like
it is.
post workshop or something?
Yeah.
so what do we do? Do you guys think we should end that part here and continue it, or like bring it close and ask Karen? You have to argue what you
I mean, like if you look like so we have it till 6:30. We still have we pretty much refined the hypothesis. We have about another hour. We still need to talk about the metrics. I mean, really, the benchmarking. We just need to do that. We have the name of the companies.
Yeah.
And then we need to change our schedule.
Yeah, that's something we are not going to do it today.
Yeah, that's just
We're
literally.
gonna split it. Like,
Yeah, let's split that up. And then for the schedule, we need to change the dates because I mean we already missed 4 dates, so obviously that's not working. And that's what Catherine and Elena suggested, that we really need to make it more realistic. And then the last was just a note that we need to keep in mind, like the cost versus what's effective. We don't have too much more to do. I think we have another, I don't know, good half hour to put in.
we need to upload, revise the questions as well.
Yeah.
Questions.
RJ, do you need to?
Do we have to make our questions more into like benchmarking questions or?
I don't think so. Those are the interview questions, but those questions are gonna lead us to the interview.
No, that's what I'm questioning. Like, we want to do the benchmarking for
Yeah,
this
but
project,
that's
right?
something. Yeah, but that's something different from our questions for national grid.
But these questions are irrelevant, like really, for what they want us to do. Like, I think we should revisit this with Catherine, because like, where does the process start? Like, okay,
We have these answers.
right, but it doesn't it's not working towards anything. What National Grid
Yeah, we
wants
have.
us to
We
do
can
is
go and
benchmark.
ask them even these questions, but like, I don't think they want us to like
What about if we
dig in
email?
their processes.
What if we email Catherine and say it? I mean, ours isn't even research questions. It's information to look for while benchmarking. Really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we are gonna go look at Red Cross. What are we looking for? We're looking for their process. We're looking for their checklist. We're looking for who's involved with the process. You know, like stuff like that. It's not even questions. It's like,
To be honest, what I think we should do for Thursday, is that when we meet with her? So I think
Yeah.
we should take the list of benchmarking questions I uploaded, and you guys should probably add some to it. I wrote as fast as I can, but I don't think I got every last one. And we should just dice up companies, and you take Western Electric and try and answer all those questions for Western Electric. You take National Guard or
that's
something, and
fine.
you try and do that.
Yeah, this is fine. This is exactly what they want us to do. But so what's the point of interviewing people in national grid?
the thing is,
Right? I don't think we have
Catherine,
to.
I don't think we need to interview anyone. I think also we're still waiting on information from Shailene.
Yeah.
Shinli.
And from Catherine, who said she was going to talk to her because they were going to steer us in a certain direction.
Yeah, Colin will send us more information.
Like I think we're still missing, even though we know the companies, I think they wanted us to sort of go in a certain route.
Mhm.
So I almost don't want us to start doing all this stuff and they're like, just kidding, we want you to benchmark against this. I don't know.
No, but that's what they told us Monday.
Those are the
the first
questions?
day, they said,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is what we want from you guys, more or less."
Do you think it's worth emailing Catherine and saying, you know,
Yeah.
we're ready to go here. You think we should just start benchmarking?
Yeah.
Or should we be waiting to hear from you and from Jalen?
No,
I think we can start. There's
You want to
So
start?
what is the
Yeah,
what is
other
the harm
than
in
that,
it?
what
Like,
we, yeah.
we can just start benchmarking according to our what we think we should do. Then if they some if it's not what Catherine wants us to do, we can just change it. Like,
Yeah, we can always edit it and you can
Okay.
mention it in your reflections and everything.
So
like
we
that.
are like leaving these questions about because
Yeah.
these are all questions about the process of national grids, but now we are shifting towards something else.
Okay. Because this will be fast, why don't we fix the schedule and then assign benchmarking?
Okay.
So that's
Schedule, yeah, isn't scheduling gonna be irrelevant?
Yeah, I mean, like, we should fix those.
But if needed.
But, I mean, these due dates, like, review, like, we need to change this. So, we did this.
Yeah.
This is done. Review other utilities. So this is really, this is what we're gonna be doing
For
now.
Thursday.
For
Actually, we did that, but
But we didn't,
not
but we didn't
well.
really
No,
though.
So that's Thursday's date.
So 23rd?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to it.
Yeah.
Research.
So, I mean, it's just step one. You know, we can even add, and like here, research Red Cross and their
For example,
emergency.
the N-STAR is around 700 pages. If you want to review.
Yeah, but we have like what we need to do, so you gotta go to that table of contents and you gotta look at.
no, we have specific questions that you have to find out. Like,
So
we don't
we
have
have
to read the whole document.
Yeah. How about we say begin reviewing utilities documentations for benchmarking due Thursday. Then, based on, you know, like any more information we get, how about for like the following Thursday? So the March 1st. Yeah, so do March 1st.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you think that's late though?
Yes.
Like, what the hell have we done then? If 2 weeks, we need to get benchmarking because we could go into this meeting Thursday and she could be like, okay, so I heard back, like you guys got your benchmarking done and now we're going on to this.
But isn't benchmarking like what we're doing all together?
Yeah.
Like we're not even doing, like all these interviews can go away. Like we're not even doing interviews.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like our entire semester is gonna be benchmarking.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to say. You know,
We're not even data collecting. I mean, we are data collecting, but we're collecting the benchmarking.
Yeah, but like not just from like lengthy documents. Processes.
I mean, like, and this isn't even an interview. Like, we know we're working with Shen Li. She's our project manager for this.
That's one thing.
Yeah. And this was from the document that we had gotten, like the first
Yeah.
initial document. So it's almost like I don't even know.
So I think what
if
we
we're
should
doing
like,
that.
we should like, yeah, I think that makes sense. We should like look on the documents we have on Blackboard till this Thursday, and then we can say Catherine that like we went over these documents. We have these, but like what's the next? Like, did you hear from Shinli? Like, what are we doing? Like, but until I think according to like, I think for us to do our homework, we should at least do our benchmarking according to what we have right now.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can ask Catherine this Thursday, like,
Yeah.
okay, we did these, but actually we don't know what to do next.
Mhm.
But we did what we can do.
Right.
Yeah,
I just don't want to
But
go on
reviewing the
with it.
documents doesn't help.
Hmm?
Just reviewing the documents cannot help because you should look for answerable questions.
Yeah, and we have
No,
them.
the question is like map the process of Unitil, for example.
So here's the
There are
benchmarking. RJ, this
find
is
out
what you
how
put on
Unity works.
Dropbox,
For
right?
example,
Yeah.
I know where I can find the flow chart of N-STAR now, you know, because I already reviewed that.
They're
So
in
start
there,
taking notes.
Actually.
So look, these are the questions that they wanted us to answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All these. So this is literally like we just want answers to these questions. So
That
let's say you
helps,
take
yeah.
N-STAR.
Okay.
What is in their staging sites? So
Yeah.
go to the N-STAR site and look up, or their documents say staging
Yeah,
site.
that's what-
And if you find
Yeah.
anything useful about the process,
Yeah.
not in those questions, just add them too. Like,
Yeah, they're looking
About
about best
process.
practices is what they
yeah,
do.
and like for example, in those documents they have logistics and like operations too. Like we don't need operations right now, but like for example, if you find something about logistics which is not included in here, for example, if there's a different way of like booking hotels in N-STAR, just put it there too, because I don't see anything about hotels here. So,
Yeah, because
like these are the kind of questions they ask.
I'll add in,
Yeah, me too.
Some
I'm going
stuff,
to add,
yeah.
but like,
I think that's a good starting point, at
Yeah.
least.
So what's next?
Alright, let's break it up.
Wait, we gotta go back to the schedule.
schedule, yeah. So okay,
So begin reviewing utilities documentations for benchmarking. So we're saying,
this Thursday.
this is Thursday. Research logistics company.
We can do that too.
You think we'll break that up?
Not to benchmark companies stuff, but
Just
like,
to research.
to find what companies we can have.
Okay.
What is base logistics?
That's the remember they were saying this is the one that they might want to contract
The
out to?
outsourcing.
Outsourcing.
The
Logistics.
you something. I don't know.
I think Anstar is doing.
And Star uses base logistics. And then they brought it up as a suggestion during, like how to improve the process, and they were saying the cost is not like insane. Because
For
for like hotels, like to have them book the hotels for us.
Mhm.
But they're saying it's such a crazy cost because let's say they need 100 hotel rooms 2 days before. They're like, okay, $1 million for hotel rooms.
But I think based
Yeah.
on this thing I read somewhere in the document, they will book you a hotel, but what they offer is they will make you like a big tent or something,
Mm-hmm.
like more like an army thing.
Yeah, what's like whatever we can get from it. Like,
Yeah.
anything they can help them. Like, anything they can help them. Like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, even if, like, for example, if military using some special, I don't know, sleeping.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
let's say
that's-
they want to ask the compare with National Guard
Yeah.
and Army, and
Because
they won't stay in the hotel or something.
Yeah, but like, it shouldn't necessarily be hotel. Like, remember, like, one of the 4 main objectives was like tools and like systems.
Yeah.
I think military can have lots of tools, for example, that National Grid can take advantage of. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about like how we can benchmark military, but like
Yeah.
there may be some opportunities there too.
And I think if we have the opportunity to talk to Shinli, that she's the one we're asking some of these questions.
Yes.
Because like exactly what you said, like how do we benchmark against military? And Red Cross, same thing. It's very different. So what do they want us to benchmark?
So okay, can we say then anything like find benchmarking ways,
Find benchmarking
benchmarking ways.
ways, like ways to benchmark. Okay. So
On like ways to benchmark different companies. Like, at least we can like think about
Like a
this
method
Thursday.
or something like that, right?
Yeah, like how can you benchmark
Some
Red Cross, for
method.
example? Like
for benchmarking,
yeah,
Red Cross.
different like companies such as Red Cross. Like,
method for, same with facial logistics.
yeah. So
And then I added in here, continue benchmarking plans with a more detailed
Mhm.
analysis. So that's after we refine it. So we're saying that by next week. Now, all these interviews,
we not just let them be.
yeah, I'm putting it in yellow as in maybe when we meet with Catherine, we'll see what she
Yeah.
says about that.
Let's split these then.
Yeah. Let's split it up.
Wait, we still gotta change some of these dates.
Just put like,
Nice data collection. You can just leave them like this, like non-related data collection. Like,
yes.
just the whole thing. Like
Well, I'm just gonna change the date because obviously we're not, we were supposed to be doing interviews this week. So I'll change it from week of
just before spring break.
February 27th to the 2nd.
I would write not necessary.
Yeah, just leave it then. Like it's
it-
nonsense. Like
Or I'll just say based on availability, or if necessary.
Yeah,
you know, absolutely.
I think Shinli is, but that's about it. And then maybe Allison.
Yeah.
We don't have her on
we
there.
just don't know yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And then data collection, let's change that out. So let's do that March 5th.